The Trump administration taking its fight over the president's extreme vetting order to a higher court. The Justice Department today announced it's appealing a Maryland federal judge's decision striking down parts of the travel ban to the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals. The Trump administration also saying it will seek clarification on the Hawaiian ruling before heading to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals to appeal that judge's order. Well, joining me now to talk about all of this, the extreme vetting order, the deep state judiciary that seems to have gone, well, absolutely rogue and hard left, and much more. The co-host of the Five, Kimberly Guilfoyle, an attorney herself, and it's great to have you here.
Hello, Lou. A
terrific development for everyone watching this House intelligence investigation. Apparently, David Nunes has had some, at least significant, response on surveillance.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting is, you remember when he said the mainstream media only put forward some of the language that he initially discussed in terms of this investigation.
Right.
And said, oh, well, we haven't found, however, but they didn't talk about incidental collection, where there could be larger wiretaps going, where this was then captured and people were, in fact, recorded and information gathered in that area.
And Chairman Nunes talking about the unmasking and who had asked for the unmasking and who actually did it. That suggests that we're going to see names move forward here and some, at least, understanding of who did what and why.
It's really the best you could hope for in terms of getting the transparency, the American people wanting to know and should get the answers. Let's get to the bottom of this. If this type of thing is going on, it sure well seems that it is. We need to know who's behind it. And by the way, who are the Americans that are being surveilled? Who are the people that are caught up in this type of wiretapping, et cetera? And it should come forward. So I like the fact that he's being aggressive and getting to the bottom of it and pushing it to get the transparency coming forward, because it's a very serious situation.
And another very serious situation is the reaction of left-wing activist judges in the district court level in our judicial system. Two judges, one in Hawaii, one in Maryland, both absolutely, I mean, they just went rogue. Responding from the bench to the president's executive order and not even discussing the contents of the order, its purpose, or its language, but rather their own heartfelt, I'm sure, subjective judgments about it all. I mean, it's just outrageous.
Yeah, like you said on there, deep state judiciary, I mean, they don't even care. It's so obvious that they've gone rogue, that they're putting forward their own political ideology and political viewpoints at the expense of justice in this country, completely disregarding the law, complete dereliction of duty. I mean, you cannot in this country afford to have judges on the bench that are doing this, that are being activists, essentially trying to carry out what they believe the law should be. It's really outrageous, because this executive order was revised and was specifically tailored to pass any kind of constitutional muster. So this is just complete obstructionist.
And the Maryland judge, Breitbart, reporting that one of the elements to his decision was a footnote in which he was considering, with the plaintiffs before him, including all sorts of refugee organizations, doubling the number of, ordering the president to double the number of refugees coming into this country.
Like, who died and made him king?
Well,
yeah,
the other part
is unbelievable.
At what point should he be impeached? And if this is not that point, why not?
Right, should be removed. I mean, that's the problem. When you see this kind of like grotesque activism, it's really violating in every sense the canon of the law and the ethics to uphold the law. How is somebody like this, let alone have a license to practice law, let alone sit there and be allowed to continue to legislate from the bench, putting American public safety and national security in grave risk and danger? It's unbelievable. And nothing that they wrote in these opinions is accurate law.
Right. It's beyond comprehension, other than to identify two more judges as part of the national left-wing rogue deep state judiciary.
They're outing themselves rather quickly.
And they're really piling up. You're right. Kimberly Guilfoyle, always good to have you here.
Great to see you.
Thanks so much.